So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Yeah. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He's got room at the 30. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is going to be out of bounds. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Here we go. They'll give it to Harris again. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Fields going to hang on to this one. And he'll give it up on the pitch. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. For Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here we go. Fields. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Oswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll go play action with Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think any
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Darnold from the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, son. All right.
Back to throw, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hurry up, hurry up. Extend. All right.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. It's all right.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Good.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yep. All right.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
Hurry up.
It'll be back at the 36.
Hey,
Fields going to change things up here.
Hey, Ken. Alpha, let's go. You got a mini basic. Why not?
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Right.
Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We're going to sack.
Off of play action, Darnold completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down, 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it up, step aside.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. I'm good. All right.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go tonight. Hey, can. Say hi.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go. Say hi.
Now Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now it's Fields.
It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Justin Fields.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
From the gun, here's Fields. Austin brings in the quick throw. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Hey, can't.
To throw is Fields.
Flushed out right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens.
27 yards.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Darnold.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.